What is going on, everybody? My name is Kneeckoh. Welcome back to another Regulation G video. Today, we're rocking Iron Crown. Obviously, you're rocking this next to Miraidon, because what else are you going to be doing with it? Then you've got Whimsicott, Ogerpon Hearthflame for Rigoref and Ursaluna. Honestly, it's a pretty standard Miraidon team, just with the addition of Iron Crown. But Iron Crown's pretty cool, because one, you get the Quark Drive boost. Very, very nice. Get the Quark Drive boost, you're able to do big damage, be very fast, but its signature move, Tachyon Cutter, is incredibly nice for breaking those Sash Pokemon. Looking specifically at things like Fluttermane, Whimsicott, you're able to hit them twice, doing a bunch of damage, super effective damage to those two Pokemon in particular, as long as they don't Tera, and then you can actually break their Sash and KO them, which is incredibly powerful. It's rocking the Expert Belt on this team as well, so your super effective attacks are going to do bonus damage, which is really, really nice. I think that's a nice addition. It is rocking the Tera Ground, and that way you can use your Miraidon to Discharge next to it and just kind of be a menace to society. I think it's a really cool option, especially because you also have the Ursaluna to click Discharge next to. Really, really nice. Admittedly, I'm not a Miraidon player, so I'm not sure how this video is actually going to go. I'm just not a fan. It doesn't vibe with me. It doesn't mesh with how I like to play Pokemon, because you're just constantly rotating Miraidon to get the terrain advantage, and it's annoying to me. I think it's a good Pokemon. Don't get it twisted. I think it's a good Pokemon. It just doesn't vibe with me in particular. However, this team comes from Evan over in the Discord, and Evan cooks. So I trust Evan, and honestly, most of the time he sends me a team, it's a skill div. This dude is cracked at Pokemon, and I like his teams. I think they're very cool. Sometimes I struggle to pilot them. So I'm keen to see what we can do with Miraidon here today, but let me know in the comments below what's your favorite of the Iron Paradox Pokemon that were added in the Indigo Disc DLC. Do you like Iron Crown, Iron Leaves, or Iron Boulder? But let's get into some battles. All right, we're facing pretty much the same team on their side of the field. Pretty much the same team. I think I like Iron Crown and Miraidon as a lead. I have a lot of options in that regard. I don't hate having Farigiraf either in this particular matchup. I don't hate the Farigiraf. I think the Farigiraf's actually pretty good here. Mainly because I can bring the Farigiraf if they lead the Incineroar. I can throw that out and just kind of cause problems for them. And then be able to just dish out some early damage. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one because it's the mirror, and the Miraidon mirror is always just kind of a pain. Urshifu and Ogerpon. Actually, I'm pretty okay with this. I can just Tachyon Cut over here. And I'm kind of down to Volt Switch into the Urshifu slot and get my Whimsicott out. That's fine. Okay. Still fine. It's just, we got a really good lead here, because we can go for the Tachyon Cutter, and we can also Volt Switch. Like, it's a very powerful lead for us. Very, very good lead for us. Oh, they're going to let us Tachyon Cut, too. So that shows right there why Tachyon Cutter is so good. It just, like, we eliminated Sturdy altogether. Right? We got rid of Sturdy altogether, and there's no Tera on their end, which is incredibly awkward, I think. Like, I'm very confused. It is a Sash Urshifu. Very awkward. So we get that out. And I get my Whimsicott in. They don't take my crown, which is really, really nice. It's actually really good for us that they don't take the crown there. Let's see what they decide to bring in here. It is going to be the Incineroar. I'm not mad at the idea of just bringing in my Farigiraf and just Moonblasting into the Urshifu slot. Stops the Fake Out. I'm faster than their Urshifu. I get my Electric Seed boost here. They go for the Fake Out onto... Didn't tell me which. I would imagine their play there was... I would imagine they were probably just going to go for Fake Out onto... what's it called? Go for Fake Out onto the... gosh, I can't think. Onto the Crown would be my guess. I'm going to go ahead and go for a Psychic Noise here. And Tailwind. They are going to go for the Terastallization. They are Tera Fairy. I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that. Here comes the D-Gleam. I am hoping they get rid of my Farigiraf this turn. I would like to see them get rid of my Farigiraf this turn. Yep, cool. That works. Oh, it didn't KO. Alright. How many more turns of Electric Terrain are there? This is the last turn of Electric Terrain. How many more turns of Tailwind? We just set Tailwind, so we should be fine in that regard. Yeah. We should be totally fine in that regard. I'm going to go for a Helping Hand in a Moonblast to get as much chip onto that as I possibly can. That's fantastic. That's exactly... Special attack drop, too. That's exactly what we were looking for there. Exactly what we were looking for there. Okay. That's fantastic damage. Because now, what we do... They went for the U-turn. Electric Terrain disappears, but that's fine. We're going to reset this turn. We get Miraidon in, and we get our Iron Crown in. And what we're going to do is... we are going to click Discharge, because we still have our Tera intact. We're going to Tera Ground, go for the Incineroar here. We go for the Tera. We get the Tera Ground. That means we'll be immune to the Discharge. Go for the Tera Blast, and that should take both Pokemon this turn. GG. We'll see. I would imagine it takes both Pokemon. That Miraidon's pretty low at this point. We go for the Tera Blast. See what kind of damage this does to the Incineroar. Good damage. I like it. Discharge. And that's a GG. Well done. Okay. That was a little finicky. We had to kind of adjust. Make some swaps. But GG. GG. I liked it. It's a fun combo. It's a very fun combo. Oh, gross. Okay, this looks like a variant of the bulky Ting Lu team that's been running around with Zamazenta. It looks like a variant of that. You've got the Lunar Blessing on the Cresselia to just kind of be a problem. Honestly, we have issues with this particular team, strictly because of the Ting Lu being able to kind of shut down my Miraidon. This is going to be an interesting one. This is definitely going to be an interesting one. I am thinking I want to... I could do this. This is definitely an option. Yeah, that Ting Lu causes a lot of problems for us, admittedly. I'm thinking I like the Whimsicott. They have Trick Room as an option. That's the annoying part. Hear me out. I'm going to do this. Because we are rocking what on the Farigiraf? Foul Play Psychic Noise. Not terrible. I just don't know. Let's do this. Like I was saying, let's bring these two in the back. And let's just see what we could do. I think leading this puts me in a really strong position if they decide to lead their Zacian or their Rillaboom. Puts me in a really powerful commanding position with those two Pokemon on the field. And then I can bring in Miraidon in the late game to change the terrain. That could be really beneficial as well. I got a handful of options here. I am very, very scared of this Ting Lu. That is the biggest problem that we're going to face. Okay. Okay. How do I want to deal with this? They are Photosynthesis special attack boosted. Okay. What if I go offensive turn 1 here? Because they're not Assault Vest, so I could get a lot of damage down and just Spiky Shield. They're going to pull the Rillaboom, actually, and I'm okay with that. Ting Lu's going to come in. I'm going to Spiky up here. Big Moonblast goes in. Yeah, that's actually really good damage. I'm pretty happy with that. They go for Discharge. That's interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen a Discharge. The problem that they're facing, though, is their Ting Lu actually lowers the damage output from the Raging Bolt, which I find very peculiar. I'm just going to go for an Ivy Cudgel and another Moonblast. That should take the Raging Bolt. And we should outspeed it. This should take it. Nice. I'm trying to preserve my Tera. That's the big thing. Whimsicott's going to go down. I'm going to get in Crown. It is going to be the Zacian coming in. Okay. I think I go for Spiky Shield this turn. Looks like I'm going to be the only one tearing this turn, which is really nice. We Spiky Shield the Ogre Pawn. They go for the Sacred Sword. That does a lot. I'm hoping with the Expert Belt we just KO this thing. That's not enough. They go for the stomping as well. Okay. I'm going to Ivy Cudgel. Here comes their Tera. I should have. I had a feeling. I was like, what if I just Horn Leech that slot? I had a feeling. They play rough. We resist that. I really wish I would have gone for the Horn Leech. Okay. Yeah, they double the Ogre Pawn, and now we're in trouble. I'm going to Psychic over here. Hard swap Miraidon. It's kind of a gamble. Because I don't know that Psychic is going to do enough damage to take this KO is the problem. Oh, good read. Okay. I think that's just game. I think I have to Volt Switch that slot as well. Unfortunately, I have to Volt Switch the slot. I wanted to go and just let the grassy terrain stay up, but I don't think it's going to benefit me. That does, like, no damage. Get Ogre Pawn in. Because if they Stomping and they KO Ogre Pawn, which is pretty likely here, that's good damage. It's really likely they KO. Ah, man, if we could have just hung on, there was a chance. There really was a chance if we could have just hung on there. But that's GG. That's really GG. That's incredibly unfortunate. That's GG. I mean, there's nothing I could do. That Ting Lu caused immense problems. The alternative was to just not bring Iron Crown. And I think that would have put us in a much better position all around to just not bring the crown. But you know, it is what it is. Ice Rider. Okay. I almost feel like I gotta leave Iron Crown at home if I want to win. That's the unfortunate circumstance I find myself in. If I want to win, I feel like I have to leave it at home. I kind of want to lead these two, bring my Blood Moon in the back. and bring... I don't hate Ogre Pawn here. Not even for, like, the sake of having Ogre Pawn, but, like... I think... Because they have Pelipper, right? Which is problematic. But I'm thinking, like, having Ogre Pawn as a redirection option gives me some leeway in this battle. Excuse me. I'm, like, losing my voice here. I think bringing the Ogre Pawn gives me follow me options that can really be beneficial. But, you know, I think that this particular matchup, at least for me, because I suck at playing Miraidon, is very, very tricky. Incineroar and Calyrex, cool. You know, truth be told, I'm actually very much liking this lead. Because what I can do is Tera, Volt Switch, and Foul Play. And I don't hate that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna click the Nuke Juke. We're gonna click the Nuke Juke. They could also just protect Parting Shot, which I think is not unlikely. Because then they could get in there, Rillaboom, change the terrain. But it looks like they might just go for the Tera here. What Tera are we cooking with? Grass, okay. See how much damage this does. I still got to imagine it's a fair chunk. Oh my gosh. We crit. That's huge. That's actually massive. I'm willing to take the gamble here and bring in Blood Moon. I think they're going for Trick Room. Oh no. Not the gamble we should have taken. Knockoff goes in. My Blood Moon hangs on. Blood Moon hangs on. Foul Play connects. Nice. Oh, double crit! Oh, that's massive. That's actually crazy. It's gonna be Urshifu that comes in. I'm gonna full send. I'm a full send. I don't know that the crit was necessary with the Foul Play. I really don't know that the crit was necessary, but we're going to take whatever we can get, honestly. The U-turn. It's going to be the Rillaboom coming in. They go for a knockoff. Farigiraf's gonna hang on there. We get a free Blood Moon this turn for that very reason. That's excellent damage. Rillaboom can't heal. I'm gonna Helping Hand here. I want both these Pokemon to go down, truth be told. They go for the U-turn. Okay. Might have been good to swap into Hearthflame Ogre Pawn there. Might have been good to swap into Hearthflame Ogerpon there. And they actually go for the Parting Shot, which I'm pretty okay with. It's kind of an interesting choice. That's fantastic damage. I get in Miraidon. I think maybe swapping Hearthflame Ogerpon would have been a play there. Saving the Farigiraf might have been good. I'm gonna go for the Urshifu. Cool, I'm good with that. Oh, they went for CC. Hold on, we're cooking. We're cooking. We're totally fine. Because they didn't remove my Blood Moon. We knew they were Scarf. So now we get an Ogerpon. And they can't reset terrain again. That takes the Incineroar. Okay. Okay. Nice. I mean, why did you not do anything to my Blood Moon? I mean, just letting it sit there. I wasn't going to swap it. I wanted you to remove it for me. That really helps. That really, like, does so much for us. Because now we just go for Blood Moon. And we go for Ivy Cudgel. I'm actually astonished by what just happened. And honestly, I'm a little surprised they didn't go for Surging Strikes. Maybe CC just is going to do more in that instance into my Miraidon, but I was Tera'd, so I was a little confused by that play, but man, GG. GG to my opponent. That was a scary battle. But, I mean, Blood Moon just came through, just they did not want to remove it for whatever reason. That was so interesting. Okay. They don't have a way to change the terrain on this team, which makes me want to bring these two as a lead. Them not being able to change the terrain is actually really, really nice for us. So I'm liking those two as a lead. What's our speed on our 51? Not quite slow enough to underspeed the Calyrex if it's min speed. I don't hate Farigiraf. I think Farigiraf's actually pretty good into this matchup. Because we can foul play and go for psychics and stuff. I also don't hate Ursaluna. I don't love the Ursaluna. I also don't hate the Ursaluna. I'm preferring Ogerpon simply because of the fact... I guess we have Electric Terrain, so I don't have to be worried about the Amoonguss Spore. So I actually am preferring the Ursaluna for that reason. I feel pretty comfy just going for... Volt Switch here. Yeah, I like Tachyon CUTS or Volt Switch here. Because they could just protect. They go for the Tera Fire, very common Tera right now in Calyrex Shadow Rider, not Shadow Rider, Ice Rider, excuse me. But they also have the ability to go for Misty Terrain. They go for the Light Screen, that's fine. So we should take this Grimmsnarl. And we still have the Electric Terrain intact. We're going to bring Miraidon back, and I'm actually going to bring in the Farigiraf now. Because they didn't get rid of my terrain, I can now just go pretty safely. Pretty safely for a reverse Trick Room if that's their game plan. Nope, they just actually click Glacial Lance, which I'm okay with. Okay. So, are they Sash is the question. I'm gonna go for the foul play. We outspeed their Chi-Yu. There's the Heat Wave. We take that pretty well. Oh, that doesn't KO though. That didn't KO. I didn't think I'd need Helping Hand. That's scary. I didn't think I would need Helping Hand for that. Okay. I guess they do have screens up, which makes things a little complicated. We go for Discharge. We lock into Discharge. And I'm going to click Blood Moon. We need a Paralysis, I think, to win. They're faster. How about that? They must be Scarf? Doesn't affect Ursaluna. I think we need Paralysis to take this. I don't think we got it. Yep, that's GG. Oh my gosh. The light screen screwed me. If we got Paralysis that turn, then we are able to Blood Moon and take the Ice Rider. That would have been huge. It really would have been huge. Very unfortunate. There's the team once more for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this. This is a cool team. Again, I said it at the start of the video. I said it in the middle of the video. I'm not good at playing Miraidon. I am not a Miraidon player. My cat is getting tangled up in my headset cord. I'm not a Miraidon player. I am not good at the pivots and all that stuff. It's just very awkward to me personally. So I feel like I showed off what I could the best I could. There is a skill diff here. Evan's probably much better at playing Miraidon than I am. But I did get to show off the Iron Crown in a lot of different ways with the Tachyon Cutter taking out the Ogre Pawn the one battle. it's just a really cool team. It is a very cool team. I like the use of Iron Crown. I feel like in certain instances, it didn't do enough damage, but it is a fun Pokemon to throw out there and see what you can do with. I do think the Iron Crown, specifically for the way I record videos, where I try to always bring the Pokemon in the thumbnail to the battles, it suffers from content creator syndrome, where because I'm always bringing it, it may not be the best Pokemon to bring into particular matchups, and that hinders it. So don't take any of the losses that you saw in this video take them with a grain of salt, because if I would have brought, what I thought was actually optimal for the battle, probably would have done a whole lot better. But because I have a tendency to always bring the Pokemon in the thumbnail, it gets a little awkward for me in some battles. But I think this team's really cool. It's a really cool use of Iron Crown to do just a ton of damage, use that Tachyon Cutter, and take down some stuff. I really, really like this team. I think it's a lot of fun. I hope you guys try it out and enjoy it yourselves. But if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like and sub for more like this in the future. Also, be sure to check out the Discord, where you too can share Reg G teams like this one to be featured in future videos. But until next time, peace.